And the funniest part was she was click-clacking her heels, saying, "No place like home. No, ain't no place like home."
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
How's it going, homies? After Brotherchu got exposed, you'd expect Tophia to dive head first and start arguing with anybody and everybody. But besides from a few mentions of it here and there, Tophiachu basically refuses to bring it up. Even though there's a lot of comments asking her about it throughout her live streams, plenty of people are curious about what's going on with that situation, but she flat out refuses to answer anyone. All of that extra pressure has began to build up, leaving Tophia angrier than normal. She has been so mad these past couple of days, worse than she's been in weeks. Mama Chu keeps exposing Tophia as well, making things just a little bit worse. The dynamic in the True Cruiser is slowly falling apart. I don't think I've seen it this bad in a long time.
Stuff in it and
Actually, you're supposed to eat a salad plain. If you add dressing like ranch dressing or any type of dressing, that adds calories to your salad. And nobody is eating a plain salad. Nobody. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me you would eat a salad plain. You wouldn't. You have to add stuff to it.
the only way you're gonna lose weight is if you do it on your own, smaller portions.
And it's not even that. What some people eat to lose weight, right? What some people eat to lose weight is not what works for everybody's body, because your body is different from someone else. Somebody could eat greens. They could drink those green drinks and lose weight, but someone could drink those green drinks and it doesn't work for them. I had 15 plates. Did I have 15 plates at Golden Corral?
No.
That's crazy.
I'm the one that had all those plates because I had to have a salad.
You didn't have 15 plates.
Not 15, but there was a lot of, I had 3 plates at the table in that photo, if they're talking about the photo, and you and your brother had 1.
I don't know why you share photos. I asked you not to do that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I know I'm not skinny. Where did I say I was skinny?
Oh, we know that.
Duh. Like, that's wild. Yesterday, I was like, since we had the money, I was like, let's go have some chicken wings because I want to try their chicken
I don't know
wings.
the issue with them on the fast food. And then we cook. We get a room and we cook, and they don't even know how to cook. It looks like
Literally,
shit.
my mom was told by the doctor that she was cooking healthy stuff when I was younger. I never said McDonald's was healthy because if you watch Super Size Me, you would know McDonald's is not healthy. That guy ate McDonald's for a whole month every single day, and we saw what happened to him. He was tired. You notice when you eat fast food how you're immediately tired right away? You're exhausted? Where did I say McDonald's was healthy? I'm not trying to eat healthy. I don't give a fuck. You're mad that I don't give a fuck.
When Tophiachu said nobody has ever ate a salad without dressing, I was like, I guess by the Chu math, I was the one person left out of the equation. Because I used to never eat salads with dressing until I discovered raspberry vinaigrette and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, I don't think it really matters what you're putting on a salad, unless of course you're going overboard. As long as you're eating at a calorie deficit, eating something somewhat healthy, and exercising 4 or 5 days out of the week, a majority of people are going to see progress. And I know it's the new year, and a fair amount of people probably have getting healthier as a goal of theirs. If you subscribe to the channel, you got this, homie. But Tophiachu, not so likely, because she'd rather complain how hard it is and blame someone else for her problems. You know how she is about getting a job. It's always someone else's fault, or just a little too hard for her. She misses the days when she could probably just lie about that stuff. It's too bad now Mama Chu is just sitting right next to her, dry snitching the whole time. When Tophiachu was like, we didn't have that many plates at the Golden Corral, Mama Chu was like, oh Tophia, you know we had a lot of plates. I posted it to beat the trolls. Tophiachu couldn't believe it. Then she starts trying to spin another narrative, and Mama Chu just shuts that facade down too. Tophiachu didn't know what to do. She just had to shut Mama Chu down one way or the other, and she went for the true and honest way for a lolcow. Tophiachu basically gave her the I'd really prefer if you'd be quiet, just the true version of it. And even though Tophia is doing more sweeping over Brotherchu's recent allegations than she ever has with a real broom, I give it a week before Mama Chu exposes everything about it.
How do I shower? Well, I go over there to the ditch.
Yeah, we jump in there and wash up.
There's a river. You know the Rio Grande River? So there's a ditch by my grandma's house. There's this ditch, and the Rio Grande River is by her house. So I run to the river and I take a river bath and I do the river dance. Do the river dance. Do the river dance.
No,
I'm just kidding.
We just go to the sink and throw water on ourselves. And people watch. Tomorrow it'll be posted. That's what we do. That's how,
'Cause they're
that's how
dumb.
these people are. They believe everything you say, Tophia. They'll go running
We
tomorrow.
got robbed, we got robbed, we got
Tomorrow there's going to be all
robbed.
these videos of you claiming that you throw water on yourself in a sink.
Yeah.
Mama Chu said they do, so it's true.
What sink though? They're stupid. How would we throw water on ourselves out of sink when there's no sink to do that? Burberry Brit, I might have to. There's a lot of really nice smelling perfumes from the TikTok shop, but like I said, I don't have a place right now to really order things because I'd have to like travel to the post office, and I don't want to have to keep going to the post office to get stuff. So when I have a place, it'll be nicer because I can have it ordered to the door, right? But for now, I have to go get it, and I don't want to get any perfumes because I like perfumes. I would rather prefer body mist because they have bigger bottles and they last longer. Beauty products with no home. How else am I supposed to wash? I can't go to a shower without body wash. I have to have body wash, duh. Beauty products with no home. And I was gonna buy a lip scrub when I was in a place, dummy. Not here now. I'm not buying a lip scrub now. I meant when I was in a place somewheres. I remember when I trained at Goodbyes, this lady was like, you smell really good. And I was like, thank you. Because I pride myself in hygiene. And so, yeah, but to me, I was like, because you know, when I use it, I don't really smell it, if that makes sense. I feel like the scent doesn't last long. So I'm like, you know, okay.
I can't use a strong perfume, that's why with my asthma.
Yeah, strong scented perfumes and stuff like that really affects people with asthma. So, one of the things that I do have to get is a camera for YouTube because I gotta start posting on YouTube soon. If TikTok gets banned, I'm gonna do the Reddit story. So yeah, you know. But I can't talk about some of the other things because that's personal and private. But if I talk about getting a camera, people are gonna be like, why are you getting a camera when you're not getting a place? And then I can't explain everything else because, you know. So yeah, I'm just gonna, there's a lot that I'm doing. But when it comes to cell phones, like my mom doesn't have a newer iPhone. I believe her iPhone is an iPhone 8. I have an iPhone 13 because I bought it for like $600 refurbished on Back Market because Back Market sells refurbished phones. So for me, I bought even my my Chromebook is refurbished. All of my electronics are like secondhand. Like my Xboxes, I didn't buy those brand new, and the Xboxes I had that got stolen, and then my Switch, obviously someone gave that to me, but I didn't buy a lot of this stuff brand new. Like my tablet I got at the thrift store, you know. I don't buy a lot, like, actually, all of my cell phones were not brand new, except when I got one at Metro PCS.
You know what? Tophia might just need to go jogging or something while she streams. I mean, I'm down for it to continue because it's funny, but Mama Chu does nothing but bring extra petty drama to these streams. I've seen the comments, and you know, I haven't gotten many to any comments about how Tophiachu is able to bathe. But leave it to Mama Chu to bring it to the forefront, and she says something too plausible. It makes sense. Then, you know, Tophiachu is making a joke like we use the local stream. So even though Tophia and Mama Chu are laughing and deflecting, it's the most likely theory that they probably do just use the sink or maybe the stream, you know, if they do at all. Mama Chu has really pushed them into a corner. Unless Nova's sneaking into Toph's DMs again, trying to sweet talk her, he might mention those trucker showers Nova loves so much. And when Tophiachu was training at the Goodbye, I don't know what's more unbelievable. She was attempting to work somewhere, or that a woman told her that. Both of those seem equally unlikely. I think if the story is true, maybe it was a backhanded compliment, but Tophiachu has been so isolated since her school years, she can't even recognize it anymore. This is also giving me reminders to the Final Fantasy house. I could see Tophia being one of those people who think that spraying body spray over something is as good as cleaning it. And what is it with her buying the most useless things? She's already been hit up by the trolls once. But since then, Tophia has bought another Xbox, now a camera, and a Switch. The Switch is the only reasonable thing in my opinion with the situation she's in, and apparently she didn't even buy that. It probably never even crossed her mind. And the next situation Tophia finds herself in was wild. I almost couldn't believe it, homies. You gotta check this one out.
I had a weird interaction with someone on it was like there's OfferUp and then there's Let Go. It was Let Go, but Let Go merged with OfferUp and there's no longer Let Go. And this guy was selling an iPhone, right? So I was like, okay, someone said I had these Nikes that I was trying to sell because they don't fit me. I got them at the flea market, but because I really like them, but brand new and they don't fit. I couldn't walk in them. And I know you have to get used to walking in shoes when you first buy them, but there was something about those shoes that I just couldn't wear them, so I tried selling them. One girl said, oh, I'll trade you an iPhone for these, because sometimes, you know, people will do deals. And then it was like they started saying, you thought, stupid. Like, I don't know, it was way before all of this was going on social media. So there was this one guy, right? And he was like, he was gonna sell me an iPhone or something. I said, like, every time I have money, you know, I was like, let me just buy an iPhone or something, because I need a phone. And so then this guy had made some sort of a deal. But what he said was, you have to come give me I can't say it on TikTok because PG-13, and I'll give you an iPhone. And I said, what the hell is wrong with you? I said, no, you must be crazy. And he goes, what? I guess you don't get an iPhone. I was like, you gotta be crazy. You know, I can't say it because PG-13. And so I was like, you must be out of here. It's like, he was just some random dude. Because obviously on Let Go, I don't like, you can choose to have your profile picture or not. So he didn't really know what I looked like. So obviously he was like, I was like, nah. And then he ended up getting taken down. Well, actually, I don't remember if I had my profile picture on Let Go, because I was on Let Go a lot because I had an account because I bought stuff. The only person that could bring myself down is myself. There's only so long before you can live in your sadness that you have to get up and get going. You have to say, I'm going to do it. Today is going to be my day. I'm going to seize the day and I'm going to take it. And that's what I was going to say too, to the Michaela situation. Is that one thing we do have to understand is how people get so mad when you don't tell them your business. And trust me, I am personally going through it, because it is the fact that y'all are so mad she won't tell you her business. Like, people are so mad I won't tell them my business, because there was one time, or it's now, like, people say, oh, you're not doing anything to get out of your situation. Where are your priorities? Because you assume. I'm not going to tell you my situation and what I'm doing to get out of it. I want you to believe I'm not doing anything, because why would I tell you any of my information so you could dox me? Like, it's so crazy. People get so mad you won't tell them your business, but then say you tell them all your business. How do people come on the internet, ask for money, and act so nasty towards the people they're asking money for, and expect to get any type of money? This is crazy.
I want to know why you did this to me.
I'm just saying. I'm just really, really saying, like, it shouldn't bother you that much unless you are one. I'm just saying. I really am. And let me tell you something. You better get on this Dochi wave. Because Dochi out here, Dochi be spitting, okay? I was like, man, if there's like a top somewhere, Dochi up there. Also, thank you all for 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. I mean, it's not much compared to other people, but thank you. I appreciate it. 4,000 subscribers. We're almost to 100K on my backup too. So thank you. I think we're close to 90K, or we might be at 90K. But yeah, I thank you guys, and I appreciate it so much.
If you have money just to straight up buy a phone, why are you on the sketchiest website possible? I know she wants a deal and eBay would be difficult, even though I'd imagine you could ship to your local post office and have them hold it for you. But Tophia isn't putting that much effort in. She's exhausted. Could you imagine how hard it is not to do anything all day? I couldn't even imagine it. But still, just go to a phone store instead of possibly getting yourself involved in a dangerous situation like this. What if he just withheld that last bit of information and dropped it on you when you pulled up? Tophia lies in bed through robberies. I don't want to know what she'd do in that scenario. But she just brushes it off. Mama Chu probably laughed about it with her, and she probably kept scrolling for a new buyer. Forgot all about it. She then ends the live and starts another one up the next day, just wondering why her audience expects her to talk about her dramas all the time, and that's because that's all they know from her. When it comes to other cows like Cyraxx, he thinks he's performing some amazing show, and when he's on panel, his delusions tell him he's defending his right to be an artist, or whatever he's feeling that week. Or Daniel Larson, who has a similar delusion as Cyraxx, but instead he's more focused on a specific individual. What I'm saying is they all have a driving force of why they're online. Tophiachu doesn't at all. All she has is complaining about her situation, and if she loses that, what does she really have? Well, I guess people tuning in to see what the rest of the crazy Chu crew is up to, she'll always have that.
So this video came across my For You page, and what do you know? I already knew someone was going to mention me in the comments. Sure enough, they did, about TikTok bakers. If that's the case, then Jeffree Star is a TikTok baker for asking for gifts to win battles because he makes loads of money. He's a millionaire. Why are we calling people that are literally battling for gift points TikTok bakers? That is so weird. And considering the fact that someone said to make a video about me, that's an AI generated text video. It's someone who put low effort into the video to talk about TikTok bakers to then proceed to make money. If they're in the creator fund, they shouldn't be talking about awareness because it's far from awareness when they're profiting off of it. Let's be for real. I always hate accounts that pride themselves on, well, I don't know if it's an awareness account, but if you're going to talk about TikTok beggars and you're making a video over 1 minute, then you shouldn't be allowed to be talking about TikTok beggars while also profiting in the creator fund. That's like me saying like Lisa Richards, you know, which we all know is the top one, and then talk about like Marty Mendoza and have the nerve to talk about Ashley Trevino while making money off of them. You're not bringing awareness, you're just making money off of them. If I was in the creator fund talking about people begging on TikTok, that is so weird considering the fact that you are asking a video with low effort, because I can go make a video like that in like 5 seconds and make money off of talking about TikTok beggars. I don't know why TikTok allows videos like that, but this video came across my For You page as one video does when it's about me. And it was basically my father cussing out the cost at the beginning. The reason why he's not on his medication and he's acting the way he is because the VA hasn't been very helpful. We've tried to contact the VA and tell him, hey, look, he won't go in there. Like, we cannot get him to go in there because they want him to go in there himself. They won't take him in there. They're not helping us. One of the people that called said he's going to try to get him in there. But he explained to us why he has to put himself in there. And we explained he won't do that. I had 0 subscribers when I went on this account. Well, actually, yeah, I started from like little subscribers and now look, I have 193. I didn't have that much subscribers, so you think I care? I didn't go live yesterday because I don't want to. Plus, yeah, I didn't go live yesterday. I obviously do. First of all, if I cared, I wouldn't be going live. Me and other people are different. Other people talk about it because they care. If I cared that much, I wouldn't be on live stream, to be honest with you. Like how other people say, send me a line or I'm gonna leave. Yeah, clearly you care. You know, here's the thing, right? People wouldn't be talking about me losing subs if they didn't care. Why are you watching that? Why are you paying attention to me losing subs? That shows you care. It's really weird. Like, why are you paying attention to me losing subs? It just like, why do you pay attention to a lot of things? It's just weird. You wouldn't pay attention to somebody you don't care about. That's the weird thing. You watch someone you care about because you care. You know you care. That's why you watch. I don't watch someone I don't like. The only reason why Ashley Trevino stuff comes up because I have no choice. The whole internet's talking about her. Everybody. There was one person that made a video, and I was surprised because like he's on Ash Trevino TikTok. Man, she's all over TikTok.
Are you still live?
Yes.
What are you doing?
What? Mom, I'm reading something right now. Girl, I don't like you, and you just pop up. Well, Marcella, I don't give a fuck. Okay? If you don't like me, don't tell me. Close your goddamn mouth. Take your tapping fingers and get the out of my life if you don't like me. You see what's funny is this, and this is not me being angry, okay? Because I get angrier than this. You are literally telling me you don't like me while proceeding to be in my life. No one held anything to you to force you to be in this life. That's the thing, Marcella. If I pop up, you came in, so you must like me. Otherwise, don't watch me.
When it comes to begging online, I never see Tophia earn too much, so I never really think of her up there in that category of online beggars, especially when compared to someone like Lisa Richard, but from an outside perspective, it's easy to see how most people would assume that, when she's only ever complaining about her situation and money to some extent, and yeah, I could see that being dry begging, but Tophiachu is so bad at most things, and she's probably so bad at that, I don't recognize it, and most other people don't either. But jumping over to the Papachu situation, I don't think it has crossed Tophiachu's mind that the VA probably deals with a lot of people making false claims every year trying to receive benefits. They probably need a few in-person meetings to get the ball rolling. And if you can't even get Papachu to attend something that can only benefit him, what makes you think he'll go through with the appointments? Now, I'm not saying not to do it. I'm saying that seems like a lot of effort, and I just don't think Tophia or anyone else in that car would put in that effort, even if it is the quickest solution for Tophia and the rest of her family to get a house. And if you thought Tophia was done freaking out on her viewers, the next few clips might have been the maddest I've ever seen Tophia. Mamachu barely wanted to let out her evil villain henchman laugh. She knew better. She's seen this far too many times.
Your talents need to be put elsewhere. Your talent needs to go to your brain, to tell your brain to use your brain. Because your brain needs to be taught how to work, because it don't know how to work properly. What talents do I have? Well, I never said I had talents. Why is it when I say people don't have talents, all of a sudden it's like, what talents do you have? Like, did I say I was talented? We're not talking about me. Maybe some people's talents should be minding their business, but they don't. That's a talent that you need to really possess. How can you keep positive on something when it is bad? It depends on some places where you're at. It's beautiful. Unless you're driving down the city and you see a bunch of garbage and tents, then you know it's not beautiful. There's trash everywhere. You should have seen, I never seen just how nasty this city is until I was out when we were on the freeway and my brother drives, you know. There's bags of garbage thrown on the side of the highway, and it stays there until at least somebody decides to go around and clean the highway. There'll be like a big old like piece of junk on the side of the road, and it'll still be there, like, and it's still probably there. There's so much garbage on like the highway on the side that it's not even funny. The amount of times, to be truthfully honest with you, and I'm gonna really tell you guys this, we had a blowout like almost 4 times because of the shit people throw on the road. The first blowout we had, we don't know what happened. All we know is I said, you had a blowout because I can smell burning. He had to pull over. His tire had a tear in it, and he just took it to the tire shop, and they said the tires were fine. So then we pulled off the freeway, and his friend helped him change it. The second blowout we had, someone threw a giant slab of concrete fell off of someone's truck, and this guy got down because he was trying to prevent someone else from having a blowout. So he tried to move the slab out of the road before someone else hit it, and he didn't make it before we hit it, and we had another blowout, and I was like, fuck, not again. And this was not even like that far apart, you know. Like, ooh, I'm a grown adult. My mom should not be calling me names, and I should not be calling her names. Sometimes I get angry because you're mad. I won't allow her to give any information. Maybe you should go your toe off, okay? Because do that, because that you have a better probability chance of doing that than getting any more information from me, because I'm not giving anybody any more information. So go focus on things that you actually can do. They have every right to do so. They're grown. They don't have to take shit from their parents. They could say, F you, and I don't want to ever speak to you again. Why are we sitting here saying that it's okay for parents to disrespect their kids? Especially that sometimes I say, hey, don't say that. There's a lot of things. Why should my mom have to constantly defend herself and address shit that is stupid? It's stupid. And unless you're paying her ass to get up out of this car, I don't think you should be giving any advice, because you act like I'm the one that's keeping her. My mom is 60 years old. She's got legs. She can get up and walk. If she doesn't want to be in this situation, I said, there's a shelter, go to it. No one is forcing her to be here. That's the thing. Like, people love to sit here and blame me like if it's my fault. The same reason you're telling me to get a job is what you would do to your own mother. Let's not lie. Because if your mom forced you to pay her bills while she did nothing all day, you wouldn't like it. So let's be for real and stop putting up this facade and stop giving all this bullshit talk, because whenever you talk, it's that comes out the other end. It's nothing that is useful or helpful at all. None of your advice is helpful. There's a reason why we're still in this car, and why do I have to keep explaining it? I shouldn't have to explain myself. You believe I'm not doing something, believe it. It's so annoying. It really is. Constantly sitting here and having to explain. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. It's like a parrot repeating itself over and over again.
Tophiachu will never understand how she opens herself up to this stuff, even the small things like asking what talents someone has. Anyone with half a mind would think, well, what talents do you got when asked that, but for some reason, that doesn't compute for her. It's like when Tophia is scrolling through TikTok, feels impassioned about something, and dives headfirst into it, defending one side or the other, only to be confused when the other side is mad at her. That'd be like a political streamer confused why the opposite party to them doesn't like them at all. She involves herself in stuff that is instantly going to split people, and these issues, she doesn't even follow up on them. It only leaves her open to trolls from both sides to mess with her, and the ones who don't even really care. But Tophiachu does, and that's all that really matters. And guys, Brotherchu's been driving real reckless since they got exposed, hitting everything out there. He's treating the Chu Cruiser like the Arkham Knight Batmobile. He's even got a Scarecrow and the Penguin in the back. Tophia's probably extra confused why he's driving so erratic and nervously. She's like, look, Brotherchu, I got exposed for that stuff every other week, man. I deal with this all the time. You should calm down over there. It'll all pass by. But all jokes aside, well, kind of. I've always heard that Brotherchu looks exactly like cyraxx with some added shoulder rotation. But man, after the video I did with the Leaping Lemur about Brotherchu getting exposed over on his channel, it turns out he not only looks like cyraxx, but he lives like him too. Apparently even drives like cyraxx, you know, if cyraxx could ever get a license. And then back over to Tophiachu. That last rant was a rough one by Big Toph. Mama Chu coughing while Tophiachu is defending how awful she treats her mom. And Tophiachu, you and your mom are close. Not only in proximity, but relationship-wise. A lot of people would enjoy a relationship with their parent where they could laugh freely and enjoy their time with one another. Most people would probably be willing to take extra work to help their elderly parents out, and probably wouldn't think too much about it. You and your mom like each other, but you're so willing to throw her to the wolves. It's crazy.
When it comes to Ash Trevino's, I've noticed all the T pages that talk about somebody, they all battle. I just noticed that because I was like, hey, wait a minute. All the T pages and people that talk about somebody literally battles. They battle, and I'm just like, what, huh? Not only that, but there was an account that was live, and I think they were streaming Ashley because it said a streaming party. And it literally slid. It like, you know how like when it scrolls to the next video on the For You page, and I said I was blocked. Why did they block me? Like, what did I do? And it was literally like, I know it was an Ash Trevino live where they were streaming Ash Trevino because it said streaming party, and it literally just like whoop, because I didn't even see what live it was, and I guess I was blocked because I scrolled back, and the live wasn't there unless they got taken down. But I just assumed I was blocked. I'm not battling anybody, guys. I don't battle. But yeah, prayers to everyone in California that are dealing with fires. That's just sad, you know. No, I don't battle. I know if I battle, I could make lots of money, but I don't really want to do that. Having to be able to sit there and read these disgusting comments about how your father should not be allowed to have children. That's disgusting. And then the compilation was a video of him calling the cops a bitch because he's having a manic episode. I don't understand how they allowed this man to have children. What goes through your minds when you comment stuff like that? Because when my father is well on his medication, he is not like that. And for you to talk about something you know nothing about, my father was okay before 1994. You guys seem to forget that my mom met him a year before I was born. And people are so stupid to say, your mom was already pregnant when she met him. No, my mom met him a year before I was born. It takes 9 months to make a child. Obviously, if I was born in 1994, what does that tell you? It takes 9 months to make a child. Everybody's dealing with battles, right? Sorry. They're dealing with their own battles. They're fighting their own demons and battles. And for people to sit in the comment section and say that makes me think that your dad should have taught your mom how to because some of you guys should have not been to even leave comments like that and then come at me, right? So if you want to say, well, I don't understand how they allowed him to have children. I don't understand how your dad did not allow your mom to, because clearly if she wouldn't have been here, so obviously he didn't let her. Granny Coy Bundy is a weirdo. I have not heard that lady in so long, and she's the one who called me a weirdo. Yeah, I do. What happened was that she accused somebody, right? There's this guy that he goes live, and he was raising money for Toys for Tots. Then she tried to say that he was scamming. He wasn't going to, or I think he was trying to get toys, right? He was getting donations for toys so he could donate for Toys for Tots. And she went live and lied on him and tried to say that he was scamming people. So then I went into her live, right? She blocked me, mind you. And then, so then she had another live. I guess she has another account because Randall was on there saying, I wish I could have educated her. I wish I could have come up here so I can talk to you because I wish I could educate you better. I'm like, first of all, you ain't educating shit, okay? I don't want to talk to your old ass. You're creepy. You always say, oh, she's a very beautiful girl. Oh, it's weird. Like, you're old enough to be my grandpa, and you're saying these weird compliments to me. So, there was someone that came to my page asking why people are hating. Someone lied and said I was racist. Are you kidding me? Where has anyone come out and said that I got them? What are you even talking about? I've never had an interaction with someone like that. To literally now make up this fake rumor to someone who doesn't even know my page and then lie. And then you had the nerve to lie. And on top of that, the person didn't even do the research. Listen to people in the comment section and said, oh, I hate her. So you listened to what other people were telling you was a lie. And then proceed to say, oh, I hate her. When I've never watched. That's disgusting. Some of you guys really need to get a grip on reality and stop trying to do things to get reactions out of people because it's not going to work. And if I was you, I would stop lying before people never believe you on anything you ever say again. Because let me tell you something. Some of you guys got to really get a grip on reality. One of these days, you're going to end up coming to the internet and talking about your story of what you went through and how horrible it was with somebody. And then no one's going to believe you because you lied on someone saying that they're not. Like, some of you guys really need to be careful because when you need to use your platforms to bring awareness to something, people are not going to believe you and think that you're lying because they've already seen who you really are as a person, and they find out that you're a compulsive liar. Like, to lie like that is so crazy. All of a sudden it went from to like, you guys change every time. It's always something different with you. The stories are never the same. It always changes. It's weird.
Tophiachu is throwing away a solid opportunity there. If she was to actually battle people like Squid or just random TikTokers who are a little bit controversial, it would be big numbers. But she won't do it, and it doesn't make much sense when you consider she's always dealing with trolls and getting confronted. It's not much different than having to listen and respond to what someone is telling you one-on-one compared to what she's normally dealing with. And look, she follows that up with directly going at someone else who was just randomly talking about her. She could have ignored it, but no, she chose to escalate this beef, and it didn't even work out for her. She just got thrown onto some weird stream, and not even a day or so later, she's getting on live taking bait again. She's fit for battling other TikTokers. I'm not sure how long it'll last, but it's never too late to start. But I guess that's enough for me today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and follow the socials down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.